Hi there and welcome to Gaining Vision. I'm Melanie. Have you liked the channel? Subscribed to it yet? If not, take a second, hit subscribe, like, and share. The more people we get visiting the channel, the better it is for everybody because we can help inspire people to learn more about what they need to do to help enhance their lives. Bob Proctor once said, "A mentor is someone who sees an ability in us before we see it in ourselves. Then they help us bring it out." Mentorship is an amazing concept. It happens all over the world in many different areas. It could be a peer mentor at school, it could be a teacher, it could be a parent, it could be in the workplace, or it could be in a social program. It could be somebody who's gone through something similar to yourself, like having a stroke or who's lost their vision, who can help mentor and guide you through a process. Mentorship is also very big at work and in Toastmasters. They match you with somebody who can help guide you. They can share their expertise and give you some advice as you go through a program. They're there to give you feedback, constructive criticism to help you grow and develop, and they really want to see you succeed. They can use their own personal experiences to illustrate things that you may be struggling with. But they also have seen an ability in you and know that you can do it, so they can challenge you when you're not pushing yourself. Mentorship is great as a protege or a mentee, somebody who's getting that sort of guidance, but it's also an amazing experience for the mentor themselves because they learn a lot from the protege or mentee as they go along the way. A mentor, I look back to my life and the mentors I've had, there's so many of them, but I think back to high school when my art teacher, and I loved art, as you know, and she showed me the great way to use education, art, and the passion all intertwined. I learned a lot about that. I look at my parents who guided me and mentored me in many different skills. And then, of course, with my Toastmasters journey, at the very beginning, I had a mentor that helped show me the ropes and how to learn all the roles, how to get out of my comfort zone and challenge myself ongoing. Mentor programs are usually only short term, but you tend to develop a relationship with your mentor that lasts after. So my mentor at Toastmaster was only for 4 speeches. Not very long when you think about it. But I learned a lot, and even to this day, I'll call upon them for their advice and thoughts. At work, you may be matched up with somebody that's done the job before to do some training and help mentor you along the way. Especially if you're challenged, you're having some challenges, or you're stuck with sales, or you're stuck with meeting the quotas, whatever it may be in your role. But mentors are not there to tell you what to do. They're there to encourage and guide and get you to discover what it is you can do and discover your own abilities. So it's not a teacher per se teaching you all these things. It's somebody that's helping guide you along the way. Now, mentees and proteges can be anybody. It could be a student, it could be a peer. So as I mentioned with the stroke situation, after my stroke, I was matched with a peer support person that helped me understand the challenges I was going to face and helped me go through them and talk me through it. I was still experiencing all the challenges, but they were there to give me suggestions and advice. And that helped me get over some really rough times. So having a peer mentor was a great thing. As well, you look at it with school. If you go to a brand new school, say it's college or university, a lot of mentorship programs exist to help people, first year students, to have a mentor, somebody they can call upon to ask questions for the unknown, what they're not sure of and how to navigate the system. At work, again, they're not going to do the job for you. They're not going to tell you what's right and wrong. They're going to encourage you and guide you, but they're going to be there to give you feedback and constructive criticism. You may want to try this instead. I noticed that you're using this type of language. Whatever it may be, that advice they're going to give you, it's there to help guide you. Mentorship is also known for seniors helping youth nowadays, which is also a really good program that's started over the last few years. Youth don't want to listen, let's face it, to their parents because that's not cool. They rather hear from other people, so they usually call upon their friends, teach them things or help guide them making big decisions. Probably not the best way to do it because obviously they're just youth as well and they're learning at the same time. But what we've found is youth tend to relate well to other adults or older people or seniors that have this experience that can just mentor them for certain aspects. Not on the big decisions in life, but perhaps a youth may turn to their grandparent because their parents aren't cool and just say, hey, grandma, grandpa, what do you think about this? Grandparents or seniors don't want to be there to tell them that they're wrong, but they're there to suggest different choices or different things, ways to look at things. It's a good program because it helps seniors be active. It also helps youth learn about all the knowledge that seniors have. But what we also realize with mentor programs is once somebody has been mentored as a mentee or a protege, they are more likely to go on and mentor somebody else. So it is an ongoing cycle, which is incredible because they see the benefits of having a mentor and how much they grow and learn from the experience. Have you had a mentor in your life? Have you been a mentor? What was that experience like for you? Was it beneficial? Did it change your life? What part of your life does that mentor still play in your life today? Is it just a distant memory, you never seen them again, you just always recall back? Or is it somebody you still go to for advice? A lot of the time that is the situation because you've learned so much the first time around. When you're stuck on something, you may want to go back and ask their advice. Mentorship is an evolving program in the sense that once you've had a mentor for one aspect of your life, doesn't mean you can't have a mentor in another part, because we're always learning, we're always changing, we're always growing as individuals. So mentorship can be very valid in all aspects of our lives on an ongoing basis. As I mentioned, it's usually temporary, but sometimes you have lifelong mentors that you always go back to and ask questions. The challenging part about mentorship is the time that you have to put into it. Because once you sign up to be a mentor, you have to be committed. You have to be available for those questions, and you have to have the time to sit down with that person, help them work through the issues, and encourage them by giving that feedback and positive reinforcements, some constructive criticism, and then watch them work out the problems, make sure they're on the right track. There's no set timeline, but you really should make sure that you are available. Not saying 24/7 by any stretch, but a text or a phone call here and there, possibly a meeting in person, whatever you set up the arrangement for. And that's a great thing about mentorship. It is a fluid program, unless it's a very specific program like Toastmasters. So Toastmasters, you have to be qualified to be a mentor. You have to have taken a mentorship path in Toastmasters to be able to mentor somebody else. And that only makes sense because you want to have expertise or knowledge or experience in an area that you're mentoring somebody on. Obviously, I'm not going to be mentoring somebody on how to fix a car. No clue. Can't see. But if it's about education or about leadership or possibly about public speaking, I'd be happy to mentor somebody. In fact, I am a mentor for several people. It's rewarding as a mentor to give back my time and expertise to somebody to help, and rewarding to watch them grow and succeed. I encourage you, if you have an opportunity to become a mentor, to definitely take it on. Or if you're looking to grow and learn, become a protege or mentee and look for a mentor that may help you grow. It is a very rewarding experience for everybody. And after all, remember what Bob Proctor said. Mentors are going to see our abilities in us first before we see it in ourselves. And they help pull it out of us. We still have to do all the hard work. But Bob Proctor is famous and he knows what he's talking about. So if you see potential in somebody or ability in somebody they don't see, perhaps you might want to point it out to them and show them how that they can achieve and enhance that ability for success, because that's what it's all about, is us helping one another. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share, and don't forget, mentorship is something that's a lot of fun, and I look forward to hearing your experiences on it. Until next time,